If you want to increase your capacity for wealth, your capacity for magnetism, your capacity for presence, for love, for peace, whatever the capacity is, you have to understand where your weakness is. Where is there room for expansion and how to expand your capacity? Today, I want to talk about the 3 pillars of capacity. Capacity is about our relationship to exchange of energy. You're always exchanging energy, whether you're aware of it or not. So understanding where and how you exchange energy easily and where and how you don't exchange energy easily helps to make the subtle shifts to increase your capacity. So, the 3 pillars. The first pillar is the capacity to receive. And this one is the wound here, the distortion of this pillar shows up when we feel that we have to perform or give or do in order to get. That just simply by being who you are isn't enough to receive whatever it is, the love, the money, the security, the validation. So there's lots of different ways that this one can show up. One is the simplest way where you are unable to receive a compliment. I used to do this where when somebody would give me a compliment about my clothes, I would, oh yeah, this was cheap, or I got it on sale. I would diminish the compliment. Not anymore. Now I just receive it fully. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This shows up as when your clients pay, particularly larger amounts of money, you feel that you have to justify that exchange by overgiving. And even in the lower amounts of money, people can try to justify receiving any amount of money by overgiving. So overgiving is actually a distortion of receiving. And so in the distortion of receiving, there's a hidden belief of obligation, a hidden belief of unworthiness. The second pillar is doing. You might be the person with the greatest vision in the world, but if you freeze every time you go to bring this vision into reality, it doesn't matter how great the vision is. The converse of that, this distortion is always either flight or freeze response. So the flight is the person who's always doing, because their value is all wrapped up in that doing. But oftentimes the doing isn't even necessarily about the thing that they want to actually create. So, for instance, I had a client one time tell me that she was spending 10 hours a day on her business and not actually creating anything. What are you doing for 10 hours a day? That is the wound, the distortion of doing. So from an appearance, it appears as though you are doing, but you're not actually in the capacity of your power. You're not doing and actualizing your purpose and your vision. You're just doing tasks to fill the day and make you feel that you're accomplishing something. And yet, ironically, nothing is really being accomplished. So the wound here is about taking your vision, your desires, and embodying the energy of them, the potency, the bigness of them, and being able to actualize that into action, into reality and form. The third pillar is the pillar of being. For those people who cannot simply be, that even in rest or vacation or quote unquote downtime, they are overthinking, overanalyzing, repeating conversations that happened 3 weeks ago, checking in, quote unquote, while on vacation to work. the capacity to be in the stillness, the capacity to be simply as you are, is distorted. And here, the distortion is around the belief that if you were really present, it would all collapse. It's a sense of unsafety with the self. The important thing to understand is that to increase your capacity, again, of anything that you desire, and by all means, desire away. Like, desire to increase your capacity. You're not here to play in a certain little tiny box or reach one certain level of your ability and stop. The most beautiful thing about being human is to continuously blow through the ceilings of yourself. So by all means, desire for more capacity. Give that desire purpose and let it take you into higher realms of your being. Let it make you a better person. To do that, you have to recognize which one of these three do you struggle in? Which one of these three is not the strongest? One, the receiving. Can you not receive compliments? Do you have unworthiness wounds? Do you believe that you have to prove or validate in order to receive? Two, do you struggle to bring your purpose, your why, your passion, your vision into life, into action, and truly create it instead of just doing or freezing? Or three, is the stillness of the being absolutely terrifying to you? And therefore, you're always filling the space with noise to avoid what's underneath, what exists truly in that silence. If you find your weakness here and you work with your nervous system, because the nervous system is what brings more of you, more of your power, more of your energy, more of your creative life force energy through your body into physical form. It's the circuitry. So working with your nervous system to expand its ability to receive more, to do in a way that is actualizing your vision, and to be in the stillness, connected to the 0 point, the point of pure potentiality that exists in the here and now. Learn how to shift your nervous system. Will grant you immediate expansion of your capacity.